Good morning and welcome to Fort Seller Elementary School. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful Monday yesterday. Today is Tuesday, March 12th, 2019. It is day 4. Now, I want to say first of all, because I'm just incredibly thrilled about the experience I had yesterday with our kindergarten and first graders at our bookmark decorating party. The the illustrations that you guys took the time to create on your bookmarks were just fantastic. They were beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And on top of that, I just love celebrating the fact that so many more of us have library cards to the Richland Community Library and all of the libraries in Lebanon County. And I really hope that you take advantage of now having that library card, whether it's on the weekends or even in the summer. And I mean, it's a great way to access great books, great other resources that the library has. So thank you so much for those who participated, and for those second graders who are watching. I can't wait to participate with you in your bookmark decorating party on Wednesday. On top of that, I want to remind everybody that our Battle of the Books is underway, and we are actually, all of the books that are being highlighted have one thing in common, and that is the author is Mr. Dan Santat. He is a children's book author and illustrator, and all of the books that are in our Battle of the Books have been written and illustrated by him. I should share with you a really interesting story. I tweeted out that we were celebrating Mr. Santat and his fantastic books, and he actually noticed the tweet. He lives out in California and tweeted back that he was really honored, and he joked that he hopes he wins. And of course, if you get the joke, of course he's going to win. All of the books were written by him. Nonetheless, I have to say I do appreciate his humor, and it was really cool to get a little shout out to Fort Zeller from Mr. Dan Santat, the children's author himself. Now, I want to remind everybody that our monthly character trait for the month of March is honesty. Don't forget to think about what it looks like in your life, what it means in your life. What does it look like among your friends, what it should look like among your friends, and most of all, what does it look like when nobody else is looking? When it comes to honesty, I always like to remind you, when you are doing everything as expected, it's the easiest thing to do, to share the great things that you've done. If you've made a mistake, or you have, whether it's innocent or not, whether you've made a poor choice or not, certainly if you have made a bad choice, telling the truth can actually be one of the hardest things to do. And I encourage you to recognize that not a single one of us, not Mr. Lin, not your teacher, not yourself, not your parents, none of us are perfect. And so when we make mistakes, whether it's intentional or not, and when you're asked about it, I hope that you too will practice the important art of honesty and telling the truth. Many of you guys have continued to participate in the kindness challenge. Don't forget that the kindness challenge yesterday was when somebody is speaking with you, take a full breath in and a full breath out before you respond. I actually did it. Yesterday in the office, there was a first grade student that was asking me a question. He probably didn't realize it, but when he asked me a question, I actually stopped and I didn't even respond for a good 5 seconds. I don't think he realized it because I was quietly taking a breath in, collecting my thoughts, really thinking about what he was asking me, letting it out, and then I responded. I also did this a couple times during some of the bookmark decorating parties. Some of you asked me questions, and I didn't respond immediately. I actually stopped. And if you were really paying attention, you might have thought that was odd. Well, all I was doing was simply breathing in and breathing out. Anyways, for those of you guys who participated, thank you. Thank you. I really mean that. We have a new kindness challenge, and I will share that with you at the end of the morning announcements. But let's not forget our three expectations here at the school. You already know them are number one, be respectful, number two, be responsible, and number three, show that you are ready to learn. That extends not just into the classroom, that extends into the hallway, it extends out to the buses, it extends out onto the playground as the weather gets nicer, and it also extends to all of our specials in the cafeteria. So think about what the three B's look like in all of those areas. Again, the B-Bucks Cafeteria Challenge is still in effect as well. There has been no change in the leadership. Right now we have Miss Frederick and Miss Yeiser's classes still tied for number one. And then we have Miss Eshelman's class still in that solid second place position. And then we have a three-way tie among our first grade classes between Miss McDonald, Miss my apologies, Miss McDonald and Miss Ogrechek and Miss Booth's classes. So we can't wait. We'll see. We'll find out who pulls it out at the very end. It's going to be the class that wants it the most. Now, at this moment, as we always do, it's time right now to stop with all of the hustle and bustle in the morning. Sit down. Assume a comfortable position. It doesn't even have to be sitting down. It could be in your chair. It could be here on the floor, laying down, or even standing up. And let's be present in this moment for just a moment. Let's begin our mindful minute. If it feels right, you may close your eyes. If you don't want to close your eyes, that is absolutely fine. I invite you to simply soften your gaze and focus on a point in the classroom or in the hallway, wherever you are, and perhaps even a point on the floor. And take a position that is comfortable, that's alert, but it's comfortable. You don't want to be too slouched as if you were going to fall asleep. You don't want to be too rigid as if you were a soldier. You just want to be present and relaxed. And as we always do, let's begin by breathing in through our nose and out through our mouths. The last 2 days we talked about the bunny breathing. And you're more than welcome to continue to do that. You can add that to the list of mindful practices. But today, I also invite you to review some of the other practices we have used throughout the school year. We have done the starfish breathing. We've done the flower and the candle. And we have simply counted our breaths. Choose one of the techniques for your mindful minute, and you may begin. As you breathe, as you continue to use your exercise, you might notice that in the breath that you are focusing on, your awareness has expanded to the rest of your body. And I invite you to study all of the feelings and all of the sensations in your body. Notice the aches. Notice your feelings. Notice the parts of your body that are light and excited. And don't allow your mind necessarily to have to get carried away with the things that are going to happen throughout the day or even the burdens of minutes that have gone by, the past. Study where you are right here and now. Know that you are in this place, in this present moment. And as you breathe in, know that you're breathing in. And as you breathe out, fully experience the feelings and the sensations of breathing out. Your mind will wander, and that is okay. If you are like me, if you have a wild imagination, it's okay. As your mind goes off, study it, then tug it back to studying the present moment, to be focused. Listen for the sounds in your environment, the crackling fire behind me, the rustling of clothing in your classroom. Notice the scents and the smells. Notice the feelings on your skin, whether it is your clothing, whether it's the cool air touching your skin. Study every little tiny bit of being alive right now. And in a moment, you'll hear a bell or a chime. Listen to it as it gets quieter and quieter. And if you can't hear it anymore, you may slowly open your eyes and take in this wonderful, beautiful, and grateful world around you. Welcome to a new day right here at the Fort, where you are loved, where you are cared for, and where we want you to succeed. Whether you have a great day or not is ultimately your choice, not my choice, not your teacher's choice, not even your parents' choice, not your best friend's choice, not your brothers and sisters' choice. Whether you have a great day or not, it is up to you. It is your choice. And that is a very powerful thing. That is one of the most powerful things you can have right now. You have control over your day, not the day of the next kid or your best friend, but you have control over your day. So I invite you to make a good decision, to choose wisely, work at it, and yes, enjoy the rewards. Now at this moment, please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I'll step out of the frame. We will recite the Pledge of Allegiance, and when we get back, I will share with you our March Kindness Challenge for the day. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I realize that my iPad has been dinging off, and I apologize. Hopefully that hasn't thrown you off on your focus to this morning announcement. But here is our Mindful March Kindness Challenge for the day. Your challenge is this: feel the cool breeze or the warmth of the sun on your face. Now, I feel like this is a very appropriate challenge on a week that is promising to be a little warmer than normal. It's not going to be a hot week, but it certainly is going to be warmer than the last few weeks. So I encourage you to really sense the warmth of the sun. If you're in the library, for instance, under the glass roof, you will certainly feel the warmth. If you don't make it outside, certainly feel the cool breeze as people walk by you, to sense the air. Really, I want you to use all of your senses and be mindful with those feelings and be grateful for the opportunities to experience it. Your teachers will be asking you about your plans and how you have met this challenge. Teachers, I encourage you to be mindful in asking your students periodically throughout the day how they are meeting this challenge. And with that, let me set you off to a wonderful Tuesday, into a wonderful week. Hopefully you made a decision to make this a great week, and hopefully Monday was off to a great start. Today is just round 2. Have a wonderful rest of the day.